back, the best channel on YouTube here, guys. We're back. The Gurus are here, bringing you another installment of our, what do you want to call it?
We'll call it the review. Something about reviewing the 30 teams. We'll figure out a name for it eventually. But
All right, we're reviewing another team today. We're going to go with the Tennessee Titans, probably the closest team to us.
Yes, another user-requested team. Our buddy Aaron requested this one, so make sure you're watching this one, Aaron. Slap it with a like. But the Titans, last year, 9-7, I believe it was, made the actually won the wild card.
Yep.
Squeezed in there, I'm saying. I mean, it was coming down to, like, who won this game, who by how many points. I mean, it was close. But the Titans are I'm going to give them a much improvement. They signed Malcolm Butler, a very good addition at corner. I knew he wanted to leave New England, especially after that Super Bowl. Gotta leave after that.
Yeah.
And I think he went to the right team. I really think that he's shown interest in the Titans before, and I really think that he's going to perform well here. I know they've got a younger secondary, another corner that's pretty young. I can't
Adoree
remember.
Jackson.
Adoree Jackson, that's who it is. I really like him. I think they have who did we say at safety that they had?
Byard.
I really think Byard's a good safety as well.
Byard's a heck of a safety.
I really think that this secondary has a chance to be really well-rounded this year.
Defense.
Really well-rounded, especially with Rashaan Evans, the middle linebacker from Alabama. You said it was correct. I really think that this guy has Defensive Rookie of the Year written on him if he can lead this defense, especially with how good this defense can perform and will perform. I hope. I think that the voters will see his stats to performance ratio, if you will, the stats he got to lead that defense. I really think that puts him behind it. Now the offense, they have Derrick Henry at running back. And Marcus Mariota, and who they have at receiver? Corey
Davis.
Corey Davis.
They picked him top 5 last year.
Picked him top 5 last year. Was it last year or 2 years?
Last year.
It was last year?
Yeah,
That's correct. He was a rookie. I think that I think he's a good receiver, but he's not a great receiver, if you will. I think, especially being top 5.
Yeah.
I think that he needs to show something this year. Marcus Mariota is how do I put this? He's better than good, but he's not elite. To put it that way.
Yeah.
He's better than good. He can win you games, but he's not elite. He's not a Tom Brady. He's not a Ben Roethlisberger.
Right.
They're going to have to lean on the run game a little more. Derrick Henry really showed out last season, especially in the playoffs. I really like the way he showed out. That last drive against the Chiefs, it was when they won that game. They needed a first down on 3rd and 8, I believe it was, and he just runs over. I forgot who it was, but he runs them over and gets the first down. That's the dedication I want to see. Derrick Henry secured his job, especially the first-string starting job after that last year, I think. And Marcus Mariota, I think, is a capable quarterback of getting to the playoffs. Now, winning the playoffs is a different story, but getting there. Because last year, he didn't perform that exquisite in the playoffs. You know that one play he caught a touchdown, but that's never going to happen again. I mean, that's a once in a million play. So let's just say this. I think that they will do well. They're not better than the Jaguars. I think they lose to the Jaguars twice. I don't think they've got the Jaguars' numbers quite yet. They'll split with the Colts. I think the Colts are a better team, and I think they'll split with them. The other team, the Texans, I don't think they can beat the Texans, but I do think that they'll slip one by them. So we'll say that they go 2-4 in the division. I think it's the out-of-division games that they're going to really buy into, really. I really think that they're going to have to win those games because right there you've got, 4 losses? I think they'll lose 3 out-of-division games and go 9-7 on the year.
Right.
So that would put them probably buying for a wild card again.
Yeah.
If that, because the AFC is going to be much better, especially with the Texans. They're going to have to really play even with the Texans this year, which if the Gurus are planning it, we might go see them both play. So, but 9-7 is the max I'm going to give them. It's just because of the improvements they've made on the defense, really.
Sorry, Aaron, but I'm going to go a little low on that. They made the wild card last year. You're correct on that. But the thing is, the Jaguars are better. The Texans are better. And with Andrew Luck, the Colts are going to beat them at least one time. So, it's rough. That's probably one of the best divisions in football, actually.
Especially if they can win 8 games easily. That'd be the bottom.
And I'm thinking an 8-8 season from them. Marcus Mariota is going to have to get an elite status going. His receivers are a little lackluster. I'm glad they signed Dion Lewis from New England because he's a great secondary back. I think he'll...
Receiving back, if you will.
He's a good receiving back with that. Derrick Henry's a good bruiser, and I think he'll be the workload guy, but I believe he'll be a more... Dion Lewis will be there to, on 3rd down.
Slip a screen to him.
5 wide. Who knows? We'll see. I don't expect Derrick Henry to be good out of the backfield. The only bad thing about that is if Derrick Henry's in, going to be like, oh, we're expecting to run,
Yeah.
But Corey Davis is going to have to show me something.
Got to.
Being top 5, being a top 10 receiver anyway. I mean, look at the wide receivers actually picked in the top 10 recently. We got AJ Green, we got Julio Jones. It's that caliber receiver that you expect to be performed when you pick that high. So that's going to be interesting to see. The defense is much improved, but with the loss of Avery Williamson, that's a very underrated
Forgot to mention
linebacker.
that.
He's probably led him in tackles, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe they did.
The Jets got a good one with that. So we'll see what happens now with Rashaan Evans probably taking over that spot. See if he can come to with the NFL, and we'll see how long he takes to catch up to speed, if you will.
Yeah.
But he is definitely probably the third best linebacker coming out of this, behind
Roquan Smith and
Tremaine Edmonds.
Tremaine Edmonds.
That's what I expect. And then he'll be vying for Defensive Player of the Year just because they'll expect him to lead the defense. And then Adoree Jackson, going to have to prove he's a number 1 corner. And this honestly could be a very good secondary because Malcolm Butler,
He's good.
I will say it again because I've said it before. If Malcolm Butler would have played in the Super Bowl, the Patriots would have won. Then that's all I got to say. He's that type of player. So they got him, and something that goes underrated was new head coach Mike Vrabel. Coming from the Patriot system.
That's right.
He was actually a very wanted prospect coming as the defensive coordinator of the Texans last year.
That's right.
And that was actually a good team, except when they got J.J. Watt got hurt and
Deshaun Watson goes down.
and then somebody else. It's okay. Just Davion Clowney couldn't stay healthy. It just wasn't
Andrew Luck
working.
was really bad enough.
Especially then. But he was a darn good coach, and I expect him to be great with the Titans. So I'm expecting an 8-8 season.
And Nate, you see that we got him pretty close in our. I got him winning one more. He's got him winning one less. But
Yeah.
anyways, guys, that's installment number 2 of this, whatever we're gonna call it. If you got a name, please tell us. We'll use your name.
For sure.
But until the next time, next is the Saints, Jags, and Patriots. That's the list we got going right now. So if you want to, especially if you want to go above the Jags and Patriots, because those are our guys that we've picked. So we'll put yours above that. So until next time, that's the Gridiron Gurus signing out.